join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. May I get a roll call?
Mr. Cook?
Here.
Mr. Rogan?
Here.
Ms. Smith? Here. Mr. Williams?
Here. Would somebody like to make a motion on the reports?
I'll make a motion that we approve the code compliance and code enforcement officer reports for November, as well as the dog control officer reports for November. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. We'll make a motion to approve the supervisor's report for the month of ending October 2018 in the amount of $5,828,420.91. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Somebody like to make a motion on the minutes?
And I'll make a motion that we approve the bid opening for the aquatic vegetation management bids from November 27th, the public hearing minutes from the fire protection contracts of November 28th, 2018, and the public hearing minutes on the Chapter 150 vehicles and traffic from November 28th, 2018. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. And also the town board budget meeting minutes of September 17th, 2018, as well as the town board meeting minutes from November 14th and November 28th, 2018. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Somebody care to audit the bills for tonight?
I'll make a motion that the town board approve abstract number 22 dated November 30th, 2018 in the amount of $138,481.67. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, first on my agenda is the Putnam Lake Dam report. We have good news, we have bad news. I met with the DEC out at the Putnam Lake Dam about 2 weeks ago, and we reviewed the condition of the dam, and they were very happy with the condition. They made a couple of recommendations: take a couple of trees down, which our highway superintendent Russ Goff has already taken down, and grouting up a few rocks. Other than that, they were very satisfied with the condition of the dam. The bad news in all this is that they changed regulations a number of years ago to require local municipalities with a Class C dam to do an engineering evaluation of the dam, which we did at the time. Mazer Consulting was the town engineer, and Mazer Consulting did the engineering analysis for the dam. One of the things that came out of that engineering analysis, and actually had come out of an Army Corps report going back way back to 1978, was that the current spillway does not meet the DEC standards for a spillway. It's undersized. And that is based on an incredibly high design storm, basically 38 inches of rainfall that would occur within a 24-hour period. By comparison, we generally get about 40 to 42 inches of rainfall in 365 days. So, you know, I have some real issues with the design storm, but the standards are what they are. DEC has now come back to us and said we are looking for the town to identify how you are going to address the deficiencies in the original engineering assessment, and we need to know that within 45 days, and we need a schedule for going forward and implementing any corrective action. So the corrective action in this is we're either going to need to raise the dam by a couple of different methods, by 1.1 feet or better, or we're going to have to rebuild the existing spillway, or we're going to have to put an auxiliary spillway in. None of it is going to be a cheap proposition. But the first step is to get an engineer involved in this. And I just wanted to bring this before the board before I took any action to start reaching out to engineering firms to solicit proposals.
I think we should respond to the DEC that if we get that storm event, we're going to build an ark instead of a dam.
Listen, I
That's a lot
absolutely
of
agree.
water.
Good point.
I mean, I'd be curious to even know if we've ever had that kind of a storm event.
No.
That's just
No, it's just
over designing.
Yes.
You know, in fairness, that's what they're, you know, they want to make sure it's not going to fail, but
Still,
just seems a little bit overzealous.
I agree.
Do we
Let's get
have
an
a
engineer?
Do we have a damn good engineer that we can, sorry. It's like-
You're on a roll.
There are a number of engineers in the area, excuse me, who have worked on dams. Lake Carmel, Insight has worked on Lake Carmel. Joe Buzinski, Bivo Associates, has worked on our dam way in the past. I've asked him to do some consulting more recently. He's been too busy to do it. He might not be so busy right now.
Okay.
So, is everybody in agreement that I'm going to start soliciting proposals and
Sure.
try to start working out a schedule?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that's what we will do. I just want to acknowledge that December 1st, I attended the Putnam Lake Christmas Parade, and personally thank the Putnam Lake Fire Department for doing such a wonderful job. For those of you who don't attend, it is an absolutely fabulous event. Also to commend the Putnam Lake Park Advisory Board. Every year they come up with just another fantastic float. And this year's event was no different. It was just a great event, well attended, and so many fire trucks and so many floats in this parade. It's just a wonderful event. And, you know, again, I just wanted to acknowledge the Putnam Lake Fire Department for hosting the event and doing all the work to put it together, and thank them for all their efforts. All right, NYSEG streetlights I had brought up at the last meeting. I had given everybody a schedule of all the streetlights to review. Looking to see if the board had any feedback on the lights. If they wanted to see any taken off. I know they might want some added.
I asked for an ad. The corner of Cornwall and 164.
Anybody have any feedback? Okay.
Always good.
All right, so I do have a couple of recommendations for the board. Currently, we have a street light at the intersection of Route 22, and then we have 3 street lights going, Route 22 and Danby Lane, sorry. And then we have 3 more street lights going down Danby Lane, which is very short, dead-end road. And I'd like to reach out to the residents and see if we could eliminate those 3 lights,
All 3?
all 3. I mean, we need it at the intersection. I'm not so sure we need it, you know, running down a dead-end residential street that's, I don't know, Russ, what is it, 300 yards? Yeah. So I'd like to just reach out to the residents and see if they have any objection before we did anything.
Right.
I would also like to eliminate the Cobra headlight that we have at the intersection of West Street and Route 311. Because, I don't know if anybody knows, but we made the developer put in 2 architectural lights, and in the middle of the 2 architectural lights, there was still a Cobra head sitting there.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 lights at one intersection. And then if you go down 292, I mean, 292 has a number of streetlights on it, including along the straightaway at the intersections. But once you get past Mooney Hill Road, it kind of straightens out, and there's 2 streetlights down there. I have no idea what the purpose of those streetlights are, so I'd like to eliminate those as well. Try to get the number down, because it's got to get the cost down.
Is there anybody you can ask on that, or not really?
Not really.
No.
I don't see it, you know, I understand the logic of having them, you know, at Mooney Hill and either side of Mooney Hill and coming around those sharp corners that we have over there to light them up. But once you get past Mooney Hill and it turns into a straightaway, you know, it's not lighting up anything in particular.
Okay.
Any thoughts, any discussion, any agreement, disagreement?
Agree.
No, thank you for enlightening us.
Oh, this is gonna be a good night.
I'm telling you, you've given us so much information, so much material here.
Okay.
Well, now, so we can't really approve this cost figure because it depends on...
No, we're changing everything up. I mean, I went out there, again, there are still lights that were, other lights that don't exist. And so what we're gonna have to do before we move forward, I'm gonna have to run this through NICEAG to make sure they're all on board. We're gonna have to do a resolution adding streetlights and removing streetlights pursuant to district law. Correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're gonna have to figure out which districts they're all in too. So, all right. So this is back on my agenda. I think we finally got this resolved. We have a road in the town of Patterson, Chestnut Way, which is almost all of the road except for 120 feet is a paper road. And the board, at the request of a resident, would like to abandon the paper road. It's never gonna get built out. No property has frontage on it. But there is one little section that the town apparently has been maintaining, so we're gonna keep that. It's about 120 feet long. So without objection, I'd like to introduce the resolution, or the authorization for the highway superintendent to file certificate of abandonment for Chestnut Way and ask that it be entered into the record as though read. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and then my executive session has to do with personnel, and we will defer that to the end of the meeting.
Okay, so, first item on my agenda is the auditing services. We are retaining the architectural services of Stephanie Fox for the property located at 22 Libel Place. This services are going to be the design development and the construction documents. So I'd like to make a motion to engage the architectural services of Stephanie Fox for the property located at 22 Libel Place in the amount not to exceed more than $6,500. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the second item is the, oh, I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter.
No one stopped me?
No,
it's all
I
right.
switched my papers.
I was
Okay.
waiting for
Yeah.
Eileen to start yelling
Yeah.
at me, but you know.
It's
So
the
that was
holidays.
the architectural services, I'm sorry, auditing, architectural. Okay, so we're on the auditing services, sorry. All right, so we are going to hire a certified public accountant to perform a end-of-year audit on the town's statutory basis financial statement in the form of an annual financial audit. So the town has advertised for request for proposals. We did receive proposals for that, and we have a recommendation to hire Theodore J. Eglett, if I'm saying that right, I hope I am, CPA. He was the lowest bidder on this proposal, and I'd like to motion to enter this resolution for the services of independent audit with Theodore J. Eglett. So, and enter the resolution into the record as read. So moved.
Second.
We'll get it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Sorry about that.
Don't worry
Okay.
about it. I don't even have that down yet.
I had it down, I switched them. All right, let's see if I could do better with the sanitation. Okay. Town Patterson is has an agreement here, an intermunicipal agreement between the town of Patterson and the town of Southeast for a garbage services for the property located on 30 Shaylin Lane. Apparently, this is on the sheet as 36, Block 3, Lot 14 on the Patterson tax map. This property, I guess, is within the boundary of the town of Southeast, but it's Patterson, so it's inefficient for Patterson to take care of the garbage services, so we've obtained the town of Southeast as an intermunicipal agreement. So I'd like to enter the agreement between the town of Patterson and the town of Southeast into the record as read for the services of garbage refuse at 30 Shaylin Lane in Patterson. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
What else do I have here? MVP insurance. Okay, so we have, within the handbook, we offer the employees of the town of Patterson an additional alternate MVP family plan insurance, and the town wishes to accept the recommendation of Ms. Brooks and that the percentage of the employee and elected official contributions be moved up to 6%. And in this resolution, I'd like to enter into the record as read to do a 6% increase for the MVP family plan. So moved.
So to be clear, it's a 6% contribution by the employees.
By the way, that's, I'll second with discussion. For the other plan, employees contribute 12%, I think.
Correct.
So I think anyone who goes into this plan should contribute likewise.
Okay, so this plan was set up as an alternate to the night shift plan that we offer everybody. It was set up originally as a less expensive alternative in order to try to save the town money and encourage people to use the plan. It's a medical savings plan, essentially. And they've increased the rate at this point so that it would not be a cheaper alternative, which is why we are proposing the 6%, so as to bring it back down so there's still a cost savings to the town. So, and that's why we are doing this and why the rate has been set at 6%, not the 12% everybody else is contributing to.
I guess it's me, but I don't get it, but, okay, we'll vote on it. I'll abstain.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Abstain. Okay. Next, we have the wastewater treatment plant repairs. And we have this quotation from All Makes Pump and Motor Repair.
Yep.
In the, is this to repair it, Rich, or is this to replace it?
This is to repair the pump station. We've got to pull the pump motor out, have it sent out, rebuilt, and then reinstalled.
Okay. So, in the amount of, this quote is in the amount of $4,185. So I'll make a motion that the town board approve the quotation from All Makes Pump and Motor Repair, dated 11/27/2018, in an amount not to exceed $4,185. So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Do you have this?
I do. Okay. Yep,
Okay, so that's the second one.
this is the second one.
All right.
Oh, I took it
You
wrong.
want me to give you a quick rundown on this?
Go right ahead.
All right, so we have a couple of compressors which blow air into the aeration unit. We have to have redundancy on everything. One of the compressors went down. We had the company who maintains the compressor come out and give us an estimate to do the repairs. The repairs are $3,121.62. It's a 10-year-old unit. It's got a life expectancy of 15 years. And so when I saw the repair estimate, I asked for a second price for a full replacement of a brand new unit. And the brand new unit is going to cost us $4,900.03. So my recommendation to the board is we don't do the repair, but we actually pay for a brand new unit.
Is this still with the,
Wastewater treatment plant.
so,
There's one about 5-6 repairs that we're working on.
okay. So it's $4,185, which is just approved for this other work?
No. That's the pump station in Covington Greens. This
I
is...
just asked if this
Yes.
was, I
No,
thought that
that's
was
the
a
pump-
misprint.
No, that's the pump station in Covington Greens. This is the blower that's in the actual wastewater treatment plant off of Cornwall Hill Road. 2 repairs.
Two different sites.
All right. So we have to go backwards, I thought.
No, we did this. We're done. Right now, we're doing the blower,
Okay.
all right? So we've got 2 prices. One, to repair the unit, which is $3,121.62, or a second price to buy a brand new unit for $4,900.
Covington Green wastewater treatment plant?
Yep.
Okay, let's buy a new unit.
Yeah, makes sense.
To me, it makes sense.
Sure. I'll second that motion.
Did you make that motion, Charlie?
You did.
Oh, I made that motion.
All right, I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's just me.
We'll get there.
Putnam Lake Aquatic Treatments. This is to, we solicited quotes in connection with managing Putnam Lake, and the Putnam Lake Park District Advisory Board. This came back with their recommendation that it's in the town's best interest to continue use of Q-Train Plus
Q-Train Plus.
for the treatment of the lake. So, and whereas the town board of Patterson wishes to accept the recommendation, and therefore, town of Patterson hereby accepts the quote of the Pond and Lake Connection for Q-Train Plus for up to 3 treatments at a cost of $7,850 per treatment, plus a permitting fee of $600. So we resolved that the town board approve supervisors executing all documents with the attorneys to make this happen. So I'll make a motion that the town board approve this resolution for aquatic vegetation management and enter it into the record as read. So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, next we have Patterson Fire Department recommending 5 new members. Christopher Dietz, Holmes, New York. John Dietz, Holmes, New York. Tara Avery, Holmes, New York. Harrison Salisbury, Holmes, New York. Cecil Franco, Pauling, New York. Kyle Fredericks, Patterson, New York. So I'll make a motion that the town board approve all these individuals as members of the Patterson Fire Department, and that they be added to the fire department insurance program effective immediately. So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye. Budget transfers. First budget transfer we have relates to the receiver of taxes and central data equipment, movement of money from the contingency account to the equipment and capital outlay, and essential data equipment and capital outlay. The next budget transfer is money from the contingency account, $2,802 on that one. The next, move money from the contingency account, the environmental park contractual account for tree removal and road maintenance by highway, the amount of $341. Next, we have the Fox Run Water District for charges due to emergency generator and contractor repairs, moving money from the appropriated fund balance to water administration equipment and capital outlay, and water administration contractual in the amount of $3,475. Last but not least, we have moving money from the Justice's Personnel Services part-time clerk account to Justice Personal Services expense account in the amount of $2,855. So I will, they keep going. They keep getting, send those
The end of the
cards,
year.
send those cards and letters in. The last one here is moving money with regard to the Recreation Center Personnel Services account, moving it from Buildings, Recreation Center Personnel Services, and Recreational Contractual to Recreation Center Personnel Service expense accounts. This is in the amount of $3,885. I will make a motion that the town board approve budget transfer requests 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Done.
All set?
All set.
Alrighty. Okay, it's the time of year to renew some service contracts with our animal shelters that do such a great job for our dogs and cats. Well, actually, it's just dogs. Just
Just
dog
dogs.
control officer from our residents of Patterson. So we have one contract for Putnam County Humane Society. So I will move that we renew that contract for 2018 and enter the resolution into the record as though read. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. And I will make the same motion to enter in an agreement with Brook Farm Veterinary for the 2019 calendar year. I amend the previous one to include that. To also have a sheltering policy for our dog control officers. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
It's also time to renew a service contract for our server for the town's network system. Current agreement has expired. Rich is recommending that we renew this only for a limited time because we are at some point going to be replacing this server. So we're looking to extend this warranty on the T320 Power Edge server to March 18th of 2020 for the amount of $455.05. So I will move that we approve the renewal of that contract. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. We are looking to put out for request for proposal for prosecutorial services. This is something that we have not done recently, but it is in the town's best interest to always get requests for proposal for these services. We are looking for bids for the prosecutor for our court system, and this will be due back by 10 p.m. on December 28th, 2018. So I'll make a motion that we approve advertising for this RFP and have our town clerk place such advertisement. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
What else do we have? Let's see, amendments. Okay, so we have a proposal for amendments to Chapter 89 of the Patterson Town Code. This relates specifically to fire suppression and water supply systems. So we are looking to put this out for comment and public hearing, correct?
Well, yes, I'd like the town board to take a look at it, and not for public hearing, but,
Okay.
you know, I would also like to set up a meeting between the two fire departments, the town board, and Bob McCarthy to discuss the proposed changes. Some of them are fairly straightforward,
Sure.
and others are going to need a little bit of explanation, I think, from the fire department.
Okay. So we'll make a move that we set up the meeting between the all involved and interested parties so we can sit down and hammer this out.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Sounds
Aye.
good. I'll take care
Alrighty.
of that.
Sean,
Thank
can
you.
we go back to
Yeah.
the Humane Society?
Of course.
It's 2 calendar years.
2 calendar years.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
I missed that.
I
Thank
think
you.
we only did one.
It's I'm sorry?
I think we only did one.
I think we
both.
just moved the resolution.
Yeah.
We did both?
We did both Humane Society and Brook Farm. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no, Humane Society is for two years.
Oh, okay.
19 and 20 calendar years.
Right.
Thank you.
So, I don't know.
Modify that
Modify.
resolution. And actually, that's why we say as though read, because the resolution has all that. So if I screw up, they'll write it into the record as though it was read in its entirety. So that saves us, doesn't it?
As long as I write it right.
Well, I have full faith in you.
Slippery Sean strikes again.
Well,
Okay, other business. Any town board member have any other business?
Nope.
Okay, I have 2. Unfortunately, the server at the court went. It is now defunct. We had put in for a grant, actually Tammy Smith, the court clerk, had put in for a grant. We anticipate that we're going to be receiving that grant, but we will not have a new server in the court until probably March or thereabouts. It is possible to take a standard computer and set it up in a peer-to-peer network to run the 3 court clerk computers. so that they're still talking to each other, but we need a fairly fast machine to do that. We are probably going to steal the machine at the front desk as an interim. But we still need to get another computer in. So what I'd like to do is purchase a computer, yet one more computer this year, that we can put in over there in the interim until we get the new server in there. So I'd like to make a motion that the town board authorize the purchase of a Dell computer, specifications to follow, not for an amount not to exceed $1,500.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The other thing is, we have a number of positions open within the town on various boards, from the planning board, the zoning board, park advisory board, both park advisory boards, Board of Assessment Review, and the Ethics Board. We do have interested candidates. We don't have enough. We are encouraging anybody who wants to get involved and participate in town government to please submit a resume. But in the interim, we do have some individuals that we do need to interview, and we need to start picking some dates. So I know this week is pretty well done. What's everybody's schedule for next week? Do you know?
Wednesday, well, we should email it around. We'll just grab a quick email
Okay.
and send around. I wish I could look at my phone and say I know what my calendar, not that good. I know, because I know we had responded to Denise because we were also looking to interview EMT, so whatever
Yes.
I had responded on that would be the same dates, but I don't know them off the top of my head.
Okay. Well, I will send out an email, and if I don't, first thing in the morning, if you could respond with dates you're available for the next couple of weeks, because we
Sure.
need to get going on these interviews.
You need to do them.
Okay.
Yeah, because the following 2 weeks are short weeks. Christmas and New Year.
No, Rich canceled Christmas. We're not doing Christmas this year.
Well, I don't know who the Scrooge is, but I do know we're meeting the 26th.
Yes.
So,
Very lonely here.
Okay.
hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right, so that being it, I will open the meeting up to public recognition. If any member of the public wishes to be heard on any topic, if you'd like to come up.
If we have anybody here who wants to volunteer, we could interview them tonight.
I think we've got a volunteer.
All right. Come on.
Robert Odell, Patterson. Regarding the Putnam Lake Dam, did you say raise the dam? Does that mean raise the spillway?
It would mean raising the sidewalls on the spillway and the crest of the dam by 1.1 feet at least.
So the dam would go up 1
feet.
and I'll be underwater.
Only if we get a storm that dumps 36 inches on us in
It wouldn't raise the lake
24-hour
level
period.
normally.
Okay, so the crest,
That's
the
I think
crest of
what
the
he's-
spillway where it goes over right now.
Right now, okay.
And the lake stays at that level,
Right.
all right? That's not gonna change.
Okay.
I know
All
it seemed
right.
like that was your
Okay.
concern.
So I won't
Yeah.
be underwater.
Only on the 1,000-year flood.
Anyone else? Going once?
Motion to go in executive session?
Well, before we do that, being as this is the last meeting before Christmas, I would like to wish everybody here and everybody in the viewing public a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, whatever they may be, from us to all of you.
Sure.
So, with that, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to go into executive session.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all for coming.